Hello everyone. Welcome to the Saturday Morning Production Show, episode number 2, being recorded on June 13th, 2023. I'm your host, Chris Cumming, and I'm a software consultant that helps companies and other developers ship secure, high-quality software faster. If you have any questions about the show, or comments, or feedback, or you have a question that you'd like me to answer in a future show, please send an email to ask@SaturdayMP.com, SaturdayMP.com. That would be great. I'd love to get some feedback, and I'd love to hear a question that I could answer on a future show. So today I'm going to focus on, or I'm going to try and debug an issue in the standard Ruby linter. So if you watched episode number 1, we basically set up a Docker environment so we could do some development in standard Ruby. They didn't have a Docker development set up. So in this episode, now that we have a development environment ready to go, I'm going to try and duplicate this issue here. And then depending on how much time that takes, maybe possibly we'll spend some time towards the end of this episode trying to fix it. So the gist of the issue, so you can learn a little bit more about the standard Ruby project in the previous video, but it's basically a linter. Let's just open this up in a new tab. Excuse me. It's a linter I like to use for Ruby projects. And as I said in the previous episode, I like it a lot better than Rubocop. It's built, standard is built on top of Rubocop, but it has a lot of default rules baked into it that I really like. Where I find Rubocop's default rules are very restrictive and not very, I find you have to customize them a bunch. For standard, I agree with like 99% of their default rules, so I don't have to change anything. And several years ago, I added a to-do feature to the standard linter, and then when I did that, it worked well, and so you could add standard to an existing project and it would ignore a bunch of the errors, and you could slowly work to fix them. But there's apparently a bug with that so it's been about 3 years, and I don't think this is the first bug. I think there's been other minor ones that people have fixed over time, but this is one that I finally have some time to fix and investigate, so let's do that. So the basic problem is, if I remember correctly, what is the basic problem here? Right, so I think what happens is if you already have a to-do file and then you try to generate the to-do file again, is it doesn't put the items in your original to-do file in the new to-do file. They basically, because they don't raise any errors, I think, they end up, you end up with a second to-do file that doesn't have the errors in the first to-do file, so you still have errors in your project when you run standard. So we had a little bit of discussion about possible ways to fix it, but I don't think anyone else has done any work on it. So I'm going to try today to like I said, duplicate the problem, and then if we have time to see if we can fix it. So all right, so let's open up RubyMine. Oh, this is actually not, this is my website here. So, it's taken forever to load, of course, because I'm recording. So, let's close. Oh, sorry, it's taking a minute or two here. All right, so let's close this. Oh, no, open. I want to open standard. There we are. In this window. All right, so this is the first time I've opened the RubyMine project the standard project in RubyMine. Last time I used Visual Studio Code to do my work, but I prefer RubyMine, so hopefully it won't be too much of a pain to set up. And I guess this will also be a good video too if people are looking on how to set up projects in RubyMine. So we'll see. This is live, so could be problems. This could be a video of me just fighting with RubyMine. I'm trying these live videos because I might have to kill the whole thing. See, because I find a lot of the other videos are, you know, the really manicured ones. You know, they just make everything look so easy, and then when you try it, you run into 1,000 problems. Or I'm hoping if I do some more live recordings with little to no editing, that people will see kind of what software development is really like. And I'm just also hoping to you know, some of this will be showing examples of how to make software more secure and higher quality. In this case, we're just mostly just fixing a bug. So, all right, this thing is really hung. Okay. Well, this is embarrassing already. Okay, well, I guess we're killing this. Oh, RubyMine, this is not looking good for you. Okay, so let's see if it shows. I don't know if it'll show up as a RubyMine project. Oops. Did I type that wrong? Whoops. Oh, maybe it's just a really. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. It is I did have the right one. All right. I think it's 5706. Is that how I read PS? Let me take a look here. Yeah, the first one. Okay. So 5706. Let's kill that. Hopefully this won't kill the whole computer. All right, there we go. Okay, let's try this again. Maybe we will switch back to Visual Studio Code. All right, RubyMine. So especially when you're setting up a development environment for the first time, I like to use Visual Studio Code because behind the scenes, RubyMine likes to spin up its own Docker containers, and those can be kind of annoying when you're trying to create a Docker container. Okay, so let's just close this project. There, close project. Oh man, seriously? Oh, and then yeah, sometimes Docker Desktop for Linux does this spinny thing forever. So well, let's just try restarting this, and then this guy we're just gonna, yeah, it's fine. Okay. Oh, hey, it finally stopped that time. Okay, so I want to open standard. There we go. All right. There, that looks better. I think we're on. Yeah, 200%. Okay. So I want to make sure my screen was nice and big for when I'm recording this. So great. So this is open. So let's bring up the terminal. So remember the last video we created this Docker file, Docker entry point, and a Docker compose. Let's just make sure this. Oops, no, it's app. Let's just make sure this works. If I run the test, they should all pass here. So we want to just open this project, run the test. I haven't done anything with it, so it shouldn't. Like if I open up the Commit. Oh, yeah, sorry, it's taking forever because it's doing all this indexing too. So, yeah, so the commit, yeah. Oh, I do have 5 on version files. Oh, I'm going to have to tell it to ignore, git ignore. Okay. So let's do that in another terminal. Actually, let's do that in here under... oh, so we had the same problem with Visual Studio where it doesn't show your Git folder for some reason. So okay, so let's unignore that in RubyMine. That really bugs me. RubyMine, don't ignore Git folder. No, idea files, that's not a problem. Let's see, RubyMine ignores Git folder. Ugh, not useful at all. Okay. Oh, it's all about ignoring the still, I didn't have that on the screen, sorry. It's all about ignoring the show Git folder. Oh, there we are. Told you. Okay. Why would you need that? Yeah, thanks, Dimitri, for kind of a condescending answer. Okay, so settings. All right, let's see if we can find in here file. Oops. So our file types. There's file types. There we are. Ignored files and folders. Bump. Let's get rid of you. Thank you. Okay, great. So now it shows up here. Because what we want to go into is this info and exclude. Because again, I don't want to change the git ignore. So we just want to ignore these locally. And I want to ignore the .idea folder. Alright, so that's all done. So now if I go to the commits, I should see oh, do I have to put the slash? .idea slash? Oh, no, I think I had this problem too last time with Visual Studio. I probably have to refresh this commits. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Good. So we're ignoring those, but we're just ignoring them locally, so we don't make any changes to the git ignore file. Perfect. Okay. Now this message can go away. We don't need you anymore. Don't need you. All right, so all the tests, let's go back to our tests here. Great, they all passed. That's good. Oh yeah, then I was gonna check, so Docker file, sorry, Docker compose. I do have the debug port, so I should be able to, I'm just actually, might as well set this up so I can set the debugger properly, because that might come in handy. So do that in RubyMine. We'll go to the settings. We'll go down to, I think it's our languages and frameworks. Yeah, here we are. So let's add remote interpreter. Ours is a Docker compose. Services app. I think this is all that I need. Anyway, we're using this currently hooked up to that one. I think that's for my website. So. I'll just take a minute or two while it downloads the gems and everything. Indexing. Okay. So get out of that. Oh, that poor indexing just sucks up my CPU. Oh, let's get rid of this guy too. Okay, that's good. Let's add a configuration. So we want to be able to debug this Ruby file. So all the test pass, that's good, but we want to set up the debugger. So it's just Ruby. Oh, sorry, it's not what I meant to do. There we are, Ruby. I don't know. Let's call this one. Basically, we just want to run standard. So the Ruby script we want to run is, I guess I should have showed people in the command line, but we want to run exe this one. So we're going to want to run. In this case, we'll just run Ruby standard without any arguments. We come in here and add them later if we want to. No environment variables, all that stuff. I think that should work, so let's give that a test. So if we run it, let's see what happens, and then we'll try the debugger. Okay, so we got no errors back because standard will just exit without quietly if there's no errors. So let's introduce one real quick. Like if we just put 2 spaces here, then we run this again, it should spit out an error. Excuse me. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So inconsistent line indentation. And now if we want to debug, let's put a debugger in. So I haven't worked in standard in a long time. I have to memorize where all this stuff gets called. I guess in initialize probably must get called. So if we run here, oh, couldn't. Oh, right. There's no. Okay, let's just install the default ones. I wonder if that's going to update our gem file. Hopefully it doesn't, because again, I don't want to update the, usually I'll install these Ruby debug IDE gems and stuff in the gem file, but this isn't my project, so let's see. Oh, that's a big error message. Okay, so let's see if did that fix it. Oh, so RubyMine was having a problem with. Let's make sure we're on the latest version. Was having a problem with finding these debug gems. Okay, maybe I do need to install it. Let's try. Oh, maybe we will switch back to Visual Studio Code. So. Bundler rec, yeah. So let's just add. There we need those two. Let's see if that will fix it. I don't know if it will. Yeah, so it appears that, sure, install them. Oh, no. Oh, right, because maybe this is where my Docker file is going to get me into trouble, because I used the Alpine Docker file. Can I create a makefile? Oh, it's missing all the headers. Okay, so, do we keep fighting with this or no? Because we're going to need all those goofy headers. I don't. I need to install the development tools. Otherwise, do they have? Let's see. Do they have a gem? So I don't see any debug stuff in here. It's under gem spec. They don't have pry or anything. What is the best way to deal with that? So we got a couple options. We can switch from Alpine because we need make. Let's see, dbase. Necessary ones. This could take a we could try build dependencies. Oh, let's see if that okay, let's try that real quick, because I do like that debugger if I can get it. It's really nice. Make my life a lot easier. Okay, right, so that failed. So who's going to APK add build? Yeah. Alpine build. Is there an actual package build base? Yeah, to build essentials. Build base. Okay. Oh, I've spelled dependencies wrong. There we go. Oh, awesome. That fixed it. Okay. So let's go back to our Docker file here. This one here. Git. Oh, darn it. Oh, maybe do need. Let's try the. Oh, I wonder what this virtual command does. Let's try pasting that. Oh, add. Whoops. Oh, APK add. Huh, interesting. it's still going to give. Is that the headers that we're looking for? Alpine, Oh. Oh, debugging gem. So I usually mostly work on old legacy code. Maybe they gem installed. Oh. Well, let's see. You and I all learn something together. Debugger. All right, so debugging Ruby 2.plus projects. Where's the talk about Ruby 3? Breakpoint, step through. Ruby 3.0. Let's see. Yeah, maybe it's still the maybe RubyMine still has issues with the debugger. Oh, no, it looks like might be fixed. This is January. Oh, this is quite a while ago. Well, it looks like it's maybe fixed here. Oh, there's a lot of ones. Relates to is to as parent for next step. Huh. Well, again, it's not the video I wanted to record, but let's see if we can figure out. Do we need a different gem version? What version of DBase is trying to install? 2041. And this one listed as 205 beta 1. Oh. Okay, so let's do that. The bundle. Let's make sure we don't have any garbage in there. Okay. And now let's set this Well, let's do one more quick search for something. Da, 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 da. All right, so let's try this by the last year. So ironically, I can get RubyMine to work with old versions of Ruby, but apparently not the new ones. Problem. Oh, they just closed it. DBase 3.0 issues. Wow, there's a lot of DBase issues. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. Alright, let's see if they have anything else. Debug Ruby 3.0 using RubyMine. Again, let's put this just for a year. Yeah, I don't. That's kind of unfortunate it's not working. Ruby done, Ruby 3.0 in the debugger. Maybe, okay, well, let's try debug instead of debase. Debug. It's clean. Oh, okay, that was better. So let's just make sure that's in the actual RubyMine Docker image. Make sure, so yes, it still has dbase there. Let's fix that so it has is it not fixing itself now? I'm sure some of you are yelling at the okay, let's just get rid of this and we'll recreate it. Probably yelling because you spotted what I've done wrong, so again, let me know. ask@SaturdayMP.com, ask@SaturdayMP.com. Alright, so we'll let this go for a minute or two. So I should point out I'm not like a Ruby expert. I tend to be more of a generalist rather than an expert. So I dabble in a lot of different technologies. So I tend not to be very, well, super knowledgeable about one of them. Okay, let's see if that'll fix it. Generating some rate tasks. Oh, the indexing always takes a couple minutes. Come on, you can do it. You can index faster. Good job. Okay, perfect. Let's see. See. I don't know if this will fix it. Okay. Oh, right. I need to build base. Soup app. Alright, so we forgot to rebuild our Docker container there. So let's try this one here. Line 6 not found. Oh, SH. There we go. There we go. I don't want to run attached to an existing container. Let's try to install dbase 3. Still, even though, yeah, RubyMine's always been really confusing with their debug gems, but maybe this will work. Oh, this looks more promising. Ah, there we go. That looks better. Cool. Okay, so maybe it was my... there we go. Hooked up. Cool. Great, great, great. And then, of course, I can see like all the variables in there. I can see what arg v is, which is going to be nothing right now, but okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. Great. Let's just keep running, and it'll just end right away. Okay. Perfect. So I don't even think, I think I can go back here. I don't know. It's working now. Maybe I don't even need to do that. Maybe I just broke it. So let's go settings. I'm just going to make let's cancel that actually. Let's go to the terminal. Oop. Oh yeah, no. I can Docker compose down. Just take everything out. That was a really long message. Why was that so long? Oh, volume is in use. Okay, I'm just nuking everything now that we got this figured out. Okay, so I did need this build base. That seemed to fix it. Cool. Just make sure everything builds. Should be a quick. The nice thing about the Alpine Linux image is when you rebuild it, it's nice and small. It does take a little bit longer to install because it's got that build base in there, but it's pretty quick. Alright, so that seemed to work. So now let's go set it back up in RubyMine. Let's remove that one and let's add a new one. Boom. And hopefully we're in business after this. Man, we haven't even got to see. This is where this is where you set up to do one task and you end up doing a bunch of other things. Okay, so that all looks like it's doing its thing. Indexing, great. Well, let's finish indexing, and then I will try to debug it, and it'll probably prompt install the build base, or to install the dbase gem again, hopefully, and then install that. We should be good to go. I might have to, oh, this clean force might screw everything up because it's not in my gem file. Oh no, I just totally didn't like that at all. Let's just run it. App sh. No such file address. Okay. Well, we had it working. I shouldn't have screwed it up. That's reindexing, so that's maybe a good sign. Oh, really? Why don't you even prompt install them now? That is super annoying. Ah, see the volume? What is using it? Oops. All right, let's try Docker. That's what I want. Yeah, this is a million runs, like, delete them all. There we go. Yes, please. Okay. Now you're just annoying the heck out of me. RubyMine. Okay, it's all gone. Good. see if RubyMine can handle everything's gone. Pardon me. All right, so hopefully that's all cleared up and RubyMine works. So let's just make sure we can build. Yeah, I really like those Alpine images. They just build so fast. App, sh. Wow, the gem. That is interesting. What is going on? Is it creating that container so fast? Okay, RubyMine, you're really... Is there an error that I can't... Yeah, so there's still some kicking around. Why is that? That is crazy weird. Okay, so let's open up Docker here. Maybe we can see them in here. Volumes. Yeah, there they are. Delete them. Huh. Okay, I don't know why Clean didn't clean that up. Nothing. Okay. Well, let's see. This time we actually fixed it. So again, build it. Now it should show up no volumes, but we should get an image. This is done. Yeah. Oh, yeah, so as soon as we build it, JetBrains just starts doing its thing, eh? No such... Oh, okay, so let's try to do here. Settings... Settings. There we go. Let's remove that. Try this again. Remote app Ruby. Okay, hopefully that did it. Boom. I can't even run the darn. Jeez, RubyMine, what is going on here? Do I need to actually? You can't even find the Ruby directory? I have no idea what's going on now. Oh, sorry. Yeah, well, they're all missing. Jeez. Okay. Oh yeah, I couldn't find bash because select the terminal. I want sh because we're using Alpine. All right. I was hoping we didn't have to mess with the gem file, but maybe we do. Oh, maybe if my gen lock is screwing everything up. Debug didn't work. Does actually running the darn thing work? Oh, okay, cool. So we're back to having it run. All right. Maybe we need to do IDE. And then what was the other one? Gem debug. Oh, not RubyD. Ruby debug ID. All right, so that looks like it maybe fixed it. It looks like it cleaned everything up too. But let's pull this. It still says dbase there, which I always find kind of weird, but oh, no, my GitHub Copilot's not logged in. I'll have to fix that in a minute. Well, I'm gonna have to end this video here pretty soon. Sorry if this was not the video I thought it was gonna be. But anyway, you get to see again, hopefully you get to see that software development isn't all roses and yeah, so I don't know, let's do a quick search for this. Yeah, file not found. That's not what I wanted. Oh, see, I thought they fixed this. Because I did get hit with this problem on another project. But so it's a duplicate. What's it a duplicate of? Is it actually fixed? Type bug. 2.0, really? Looks like they have a So June 9th, let's say 13th. Oh, do we dare try the preview? All this hassle. Okay, let's see, is there a preview version of this? So if I go look at RubyMine, how do I see other versions? Here we are. Was this going to introduce other problems? Let's see. I don't know. Let's for the sake of the video, let's try it. Let's see what happens. And then I think, well, it's doing that. Let's just start from ground zero again. Let's stop everything. Get rid of everything. Make sure those volumes are actually gone. I don't know why it doesn't delete these volumes. Delete. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so cool. No, let's not update yet. Okay, so let's see. We should have. Oh, what version of RubyMine did I pick there? I can't even see it. Is there an about? Does it say anywhere what version we're using? Oh, there's the about. I'm not using the right one. Okay, great. Let's do this again. Let's destroy all these just to make sure. Delete forever. Okay. How do I uninstall? Nope. Other versions. I want to. Alright, doesn't create any new volumes. Okay, great. Okay, I think that's the right version. Let's find out. Okay, I open help. about? All right, cool. So let's do Docker compose build. And then we will try Docker compose app sh. All right, so install the missing. All right, great. And then the gem file, I didn't. Right, okay. I didn't have the new gems in there. That's good. I didn't want them. And then let's force this guy here to rebuild, just to make sure. I don't know if any of this is necessary, but oh, now everything's frozen up. Oh, come on. Well, yeah, not as smooth as the last video. And now RubyMine's hung. I guess it's what you get when you try a preview version. It just wants to hang. I don't know, let's see. What's taking up all the... What's going on here? Oh, look at our load, it's through the roof. Oh, craziness. Okay. You can go away. Let's just close you down. Just free up some memory. Oh, seriously. So that's dead. Let's let's see. It's not helpful at all. Alright, let's go here. This guy. Oh, I cannot install it from there. Okay. Let's let that indexing finish first. That can be pretty resource intensive. Okay. See if that'll synchronize the gems. All right, there we go. We got the debug one. I don't think I have that gem file. I think it just got included for some other reason. Well, that's looking a bit more promising. Okay, I'll let you finish indexing and maybe we'll try this again. Well, all that fighting for an hour to find out there's a bug in RubyMine that still had not been fixed. That's really unfortunate. Do we just try and click it? install them, see what happens. I might as well. Oh, I can't open the terminal. I gotta wait. Oh, okay. So maybe everything with the poor RubyMine just has a regression. Maybe it works. Let's see. Let's see. Really? Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, and it even hit our old breakpoint. Alright, so maybe we can end this video on a high note. That is fantastic. Okay, so looks like our debugger is running as long as we're using the preview version. So for those of you stuck on this problem too, make sure, I think what I'm going to delete this while I remember, but you're on this RubyMine 2023.1.3 preview. And I'm just going to, maybe I'll just leave. I'm afraid if I get rid of it, if I don't get rid of it, I'll forget to load up the preview version next time. So yeah, let's just uninstall. Let's only have one. Oh, failed. Of course it did. I don't know why that failed. Okay. But it looks like everything's working. Let's just make sure all our all this is working. So if I just run do we still have that one error there? Oh yeah, we do. Okay, cool. Now if I look at the commits, I should just have the one. Oh, yeah, it wants to commit the gem block. That's weird that it doesn't. I wonder why they don't ignore. Oh, that's interesting that they don't ignore the gem block file. Huh, interesting. I guess we could ignore it if we wanted to, so maybe let's do that. Just so I don't accidentally commit it. Well, okay, so I'm curious. All right, let's just actually let's run the tests. Just make sure those work, and then let's go here. If we do git status, what does it say? It wants to. Oh, an untracked file. Yeah. Okay. So let's just ignore that too. Yeah, weird. That's not in the git ignore. And that is the, what am I looking for? Gem file dot lock. Okay. Wait, what did? Oh no! Now I'm worried. That refresh actually did something I didn't want it to do. Dude, why isn't this? Did I spell gem file wrong? So So let's look at Git crack in here. There. Oh, it does have a gem file. Oh, okay. That's why I can't ignore it, but I don't want these changes. Oh, yeah, I didn't think. Usually you don't commit the gemlock file for yeah, usually don't commit a gemlock file for Ruby gem. Alright, so that's all good. Okay, and then if we go back here, great, all the tests pass. I just want to make sure that I can still debug. Yes, that's great. That's what I want to see. Cool. Oh yeah, because I rolled back all those changes, so they're going to show up anymore. Alright, so I guess it's not the video I was hoping to record. I was actually hoping to record one of me actually debugging this, but anyway, you got to see what a developer has to fight with sometimes. And then how I knew there was a bug with RubyMine, but I thought they'd fixed it, but apparently not. So if you run into that again, if you run into that bug trying to debug with RubyMine, make sure you load this preview version. That seems to fix the problem and make it go away. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. And again, if you have any questions, it's ask@SaturdayMP.com. You can send me an email there, and I would be happy to answer any questions you have, or let me know any feedback you have for this video. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day.